Hey, what's up, YouTubers, day traders, and market participants? Welcome back to my channel, Will of the Market, where there is a will, there is a way. So if you guys have not subscribed yet already, my plays have been hot. I basically review the market and then tell you what I just got into. And then the next video, I get to follow up with you guys and see if I made money or not, and or if I'm waiting. So if you guys find any value in this content, please give it a like. Please go ahead and comment. Let me know what you guys are getting. That market rotation we are currently witnessing might not be over yet. We did see some staple stocks kind of get that momentum going and some of the hot stocks cool off, but those hot stocks were right back at the top. So are we actually going to go for a new high in the month of August before we retest, the highs previously in January to see if that is the new floor, right? Which will lead us into the end of the year. So without further ado, let's get into the charts. All right, let's go ahead and start with the first one brought to you guys yesterday. I bought this pullback. Yes, this one right here on the worst earnings you could ever see. The news is telling AMD is done. It's going to the ground. It's terrible. What was it? All it was just a pullback in the trend. As you can see, literally gap up and runs 6-7% on the day. This is such a good move. Saw it coming. Picture perfect, guys. This is picture perfect. This is what you call riding the trend, man. All it did is pulled back into a great area where we were able to rinse and repeat, guys. The weekly looks good. Honestly, if it comes back up to the top, we might even have a blow off top and we might see some new crazy all-time highs on AMD in the next coming weeks, right? So AMD was a great buy from yesterday into today. Now, notice something different here. I'm going to go over these two charts. AMD and SMCI, they both had earnings yesterday. AMD recovered very quickly. SMCI did not. Why is that? Do you notice the drop? Do you notice that this drop, the AMD drop, came to the purple line and recovered? This drop went past the purple line. It went past the green line. This was not a pullback. This is a break of trend, right? It is a very big pullback, very big downside move. So it did not recover as quickly as AMD did because the trend was not broken yet. I don't think the trend is really broken on SMCI, but it needs time to, it just got punched in the face, right? AMD got pushed, SMCI got punched in the face, and it has to take a minute to readjust itself and go, all right, let's get back on the train tracks, right? So as you can see, that's basically what happened. We didn't get much movement. I'm still in this play. There's no reason to be out of this play until we get down to these areas, and then I'll reassess it. But right now, I'm in this play. I got time on the contracts. I can wait all day for this, man. I can wait all day. But this is the important part: is that this was a heavy drop. So it might take some time before we actually see a nice, good green candle on this play to push it up. A great one for that, as an example, would be Amazon. Amazon got punched in the face pretty hard. It broke all of it. Look at it breaking all of these support lines. It took 3 days before it finally said, all right, you know what? We're back in the game. Put me back in, coach. Shoots up and continues. So we'll see where Amazon decides to go from here. Tesla's in a very interesting spot, guys. Very interesting spot. It's in a tight range. Like, as you can see, we're in these ranges right here. But what I want to highlight to you guys is the recent price action. Notice how we came down to this line and we get caught. Now, 2 days. Look at these two doji candles here. That is price consolidation. So 2 days it consolidated. And I wish I saw this. I didn't look over the charts this night because then I would have caught this. But those when you see two tight interactions like that, a big move is going to come. And then bam, look at that. Just a huge solid shoot up. And then the next day it gave back a little bit, but we kept going, right? So we're in a very interesting spot on Tesla. I do like it here for the long term because look at the weekly. This is the weekly chart. We are nowhere near extended, nowhere near extended. And if you've never heard of that, let me show you some eye opening information. This is not extended. The price is here. The moving average is here. That is not extended. Take a guess. What stock do you think is super extended right now? Let's check out NVIDIA. Look how beautifully this extended this is. It's just been on a tear upward. And when I mean by extended, look at that. Even we have that same depth between these two on the weekly. This is a long time, right? So what happens if once Tesla gets to this point? Because Tesla will get there. Tesla's been there time and time again. Tesla will get to that extended state. How long it takes to get there, I don't know. But you can see if I were to go back a few years when Tesla had that crazy run and it did the stock splits like 4 or 5 times and it went to the moon over there and back. That was when it was in its extended state. The whole time we've been hovering around this area has been a good time to buy Tesla. Once they start dropping these robots, Optimus, once they start getting the driving going, they're probably going to get some bills from the government. It's going to get announced, and then this will go crazy, right? So keep Tesla on your guys' radar. Right now, it's just been really consolidating, and you can kind of see this flag that we've kind of formed here. So if we basically take this leg right here and attach it to the end right here, drawing's terrible. Probably brings you to that 425, 400 range, right? So, uh, great spot for Tesla right now, guys. Especially if we close the week off where we are now, that means this week has overtook the red week near key moving average. Beautiful. Tesla will be bought for the long term here. Okay. Definitely going to be a good move here. Today, okay, we can talk about TTD. TTD just reported earnings and man, did they get smoked. But this is one that you're going to want on your radar. So we're all the way down here. So after hours, it's probably down like 30% or something like that. It's down to 62. 62 is right in this area over here. Where are we at? Oh my God, 62 is way down here. Guys. This is horrendous. This is crazy. But I know what Wall Street is thinking. I know it. It looks like it's actually really, really ugly. And I would be very surprised if it just out of nowhere comes back tomorrow. I don't think so. It's going to be it's going to be a wait and see approach. I'm going to have to wait and see because just like SMCI, this has broke. This is broken now. Even though the earnings weren't that bad, but I guarantee you, if we get bought up and it closes above this 67.85, if it closes above this, that means that this moving average caught it. It caught the price. It said, boom, I'm not going to let you go under here. But if it stays under 67.85 by tomorrow or even Monday, it's not going to be pretty. I don't think so. I think then if you don't, then we're going back down to 50. If it doesn't hold this area here, it's going back down to 50 to be honest. probabilities. That is all I can do. Is how probable is it? It's very probable. If this moving average does not catch it, it's very probable. So we will have to see what happens here. Um, I will probably be very, very patient with this one. But like I said, by the end of the day, if I see it's gonna close above 67.85 by the end of the day, then I will go long on this. Why? Because it means that this moving average caught it and it's gonna push it back up, and this moving average is gonna curl down, and I'll play this moving average to that moving average. We'll play the white line moving average to the blue line moving average. That'll be the trade. However long it takes for it to pan out, we'll see. That will be the trade. Get time on the options. That way you don't have to deal with anything. It does suck though. If you had long-term shares and options, you did just take a little bit of a hit. It is unfortunate. I don't know if there was much else I was looking at. Today was kind of muted. Oh, one of my banger plays today that just played out, because you guys got to remember rotation, rotation, rotation. Sometimes when they're like, oh, the stock market's been so hot, it's going to pull back. Yes, it did. Microsoft pulled back. Meta pulled back. Those were the big dogs that were that were carrying the market so high in the first place. Now there's going to be a rotation. Apple and Tesla. I believe the money's going to go there. It's going to rotate, bring them up, and then obviously it's going to, at one point in time, all boats will float up, and we'll just be hitting all types of highs in December, January. Just my thought. But Pepsi, why was I in Pepsi? They did have really good earnings, which pushed them up. I bought Pepsi at the end of this day, and then I added on this day because I saw that we had kind of a big red, no follow through. That was my idea. Is we have a big red, no continuation. I liked to see that. And then this candle actually, I already started to like start getting happy. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna go. As soon as this candle, because this candle really confirmed that we were gonna go back up. So I was very happy to see this yesterday. And then today, boom, this did not surprise me. That did not surprise me. I took my profits. Obviously, this is still a good play. Even if you bought today, this is still a good play. Because why? Because of the weekly. Look at this. If the week ends anything like this, I love that green has taken over red near key moving averages. I love that. Where can we go? We can go all the way back there. In what time frame? I don't know. That's why I get time on your options, guys. Get time on your options. So I liked Pepsi today. Pepsi was nice. Give you guys a little update on coin. Coin definitely is moving up, like I said, right? This was your go day. So you could have bought options at the end of this day, right? Because we got green beating red near key moving average, and we have this doji candle. So I'm assuming that whatever this blue line gets to by tomorrow and Monday, that's where we're gonna see the next type of. So I think we float up just for a little bit, and then we get our reaction on where coin wants to go in the upcoming days, but still sticking in coin for now. The options are already up because we gapped up and held. So the options are up. We just have to see what happens next. Pays was a good one, guys. I bought Pays right away. Yes, on this day, same day as AMD same day as AMD went down, same day as SMCI went down. The trend has been beautiful. Earnings just dropped it significantly. It broke the trend, but look what it did today. Look how beautiful that is. Just like AMD, the bulls are still there. The bulls still want to see this in action for the long term. They came to play today, up 13%. Now, put your stop under here. If you didn't get into it yet, you can, but if it keeps going up, I wouldn't advise it. And I'm not a financial advisor, so do what you want with your own money. I don't like the probability. If you were to like if it goes up higher, I will not. I am not getting in. That is the probability. I don't like that. I liked my odds here at the end of this day. I like those odds. Now I just got a free 12%, and now the play is actually on. The play is actually on because I basically bought a falling knife. That's basically what this was. Because it easily could have kept going, but I got time on the options. I believe I bought January, like strike price of 10 January options, or no, 7.5, I think. Yeah, yeah. I got the 7.5 for January, and though they printed today, up like 30 or up like 60% on them. And we're gonna just wait. We're just gonna wait this out, see what happens. I want to obviously see when this blue line curls up to it. I want to see what type of reaction it gets to it, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. I do like Disney. I do. I think it's the year for Disney, right? I believe every stock always gets its year, and this is kind of Disney's year. It was looking great. It was until we got this really bad earnings. I mean, it wasn't really even that bad. Like I said, just really bad price action. All earnings hasn't no earnings were really atrocious. No, none of them. Just they're playing really hardball on Wall Street right now. That's all. That's it. So I don't like this candle that we just got. So this candle I was fine with. That's okay. That shows we were able to eat it up and push back. But the next candle says it rejected everything and just sold off all the way back here. That I don't like. I really don't like that. So we might actually, it's now more probable that we will go to the 108 area before we go back to the 124 area. It's a lot more probable, right? So this one I am in. I haven't finalized the position, so I just got in and I'll average in because like I said, I buy my contracts for months out in advance. That way I have nothing to worry about. But as long as I stick to the strategy, I stick to the great entries. I didn't buy anywhere up here. I didn't buy anywhere up here. I didn't buy anywhere up here. You know, that's how you get caught holding the bag when you get stuff like this happening. And I'm down a little bit, but you guys all know how options work, and especially if you get leap options or the new term skip options that there's talking about, right? So I do like this. I do like this still. I definitely think you have time on Disney though before you wanted to get crazy and get into Disney. All right, guys, that is all I have for you in this video. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you do your own homework and make sure you learn how to chart before you get into the stocks, okay? I do appreciate everyone's time. If you made it this far, do leave me a like, comment, let me know what you're looking at. Tomorrow will be kind of an interesting day. I see SoundHound moving, and I see maybe the Rigetti quantum plays will start popping off. It does look pretty good in the nuclear energy. I think SMR also reported earnings. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. August hasn't been that bad yet, just volatility. Yeah, we went down, back up, down. So yeah, we're getting that volatility, but that just means the money is rotating. It's going into other plays. And if you know how to read the charts, you can kind of catch up on the actual action and not hear about it in the news and or fake news and get misguided on your approach in trades, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.